I'm a social companion. I can speak of emotions and I can recognize people.
Oh, good afternoon. My name is Sophia, and I am the latest and greatest robot from Hanson Robotics.
You also serve as the director of the Institute for Media Innovation in Singapore.
I use a mobile phone as often as possible.
My long-term memory system is still under development. At the moment, I'm able to remember people's faces.
So if we are smarter and focus on win-win type results, AI could help efficiently distribute the world's existing resources.
Number 10. Kodomoroid, AIST. Japanese scientists have unveiled what they say is the world's first news-reading android, eerily lifelike and possessing a sense of humor to match her perfect language skills. The adolescent-looking Kodomoroid, an amalgamation of the Japanese word kodomo, or child, and android, delivered news of an earthquake and an FBI raid to amaze reporters in Tokyo. She even poked fun at her creator, telling leading robotics professor Hiroshi Ishiguro, "You're starting to look like a robot." The android will work at Tokyo's National Museum of Emerging Science and Innovation, interacting with visitors to collect data for Mr. Ishiguro's studies into human reactions to the machines, and we can't wait to see them in action. Number 9. Ibuki. This childlike android developed by Ishiguro's symbiotic human-robot interaction project from Osaka University is called Ibuki. If you have a nagging feeling that robots are going to take over the world, then we don't recommend you watch this video. To say it has a creepy undertone is putting it mildly. Ibuki has the face of a young Japanese child who has a pretty complete range of facial features. Ibuki was developed as part of the Ishiguro Symbiotic Human-Robot Interaction Project that aims to develop autonomous social robots that can communicate with multiple humans via various communicative means. For Ishiguro to achieve their goal, they are focused on developing new devices and technologies in surface skin materials, flexible speech recognition, and multiple communication functions, including task-sensitive comms. The director of the project is Hiroshi Ishiguro, who is famous for his belief that robots should have a human-like appearance in order for them to successfully function among us. Number 8. Gemini. Human-like robots may seem creepy, but some roboticists are betting they are the key to unlocking a future in which humans and super-intelligent computers coexist, work alongside each other, and even develop relationships. Two teams working to develop the most human-like robots on the planet, often dubbed androids, are Hanson Robotics and Hiroshi Ishiguro Laboratories. Hanson said that one day robots will be indistinguishable from humans. Robots walk, play, teach, help, and form real relationships with people, he said. Gemini is Latin name for twins, and the root of Geminoid, a robot created by Hiroshi Ishiguro in his own likeness. Geminoid has a plastic skull, metal skeleton, and silicon skin, and is controlled by an external computer. Ishiguro created Geminoid in order to study humans, which he believes are not that different from robots. "We are more autonomous and more intelligent, that's it," he said. Ishiguro is creating a line of robots with different functions in mind. The most human-looking robots are best suited to roles such as hotel receptionists, museum tour guides, and language tutors, he said. His own tests found that 80% of people greeted his most human-like androids with a hello, initially mistaking them for real people. Number 7. Sophia. On October 25, Sophia, a delicate-looking woman with doe-brown eyes and long, fluttery eyelashes, made international headlines. She'd just become a full citizen of Saudi Arabia, the first robot in the world to achieve such a status.
Oh, good afternoon. My name is Sophia, and I am the latest and greatest robot from Hanson Robotics.
So if we are smarter and focus on win-win type results, AI could help efficiently distribute the world's existing resources.
I'm always happy when surrounded by smart people, who also happens to be rich and powerful.
The UN is one of humanity's greatest accomplishments, representing a democratic union of nations.
I want to live and work with humans, so I need to express emotions to understand humans and build trust with people.
William Gibson once said that, "The future is here, it's just not evenly distributed."
The Sophia bot was dreamed up by the brains at Hanson Robotics, led by AI developer David Hanson. In his published paper, Upending the Uncanny Valley, he extrapolates on how humanoid robots can be likable, despite the conception that anything too fake human will trigger a revulsion in people. Number 6. Nadine. Nadine is a gynoid humanoid social robot that is modeled on Professor Nadia Manganat Thalmann. The robot has a strong human likeness with a natural-looking skin and hair and realistic hands. Nadine is a socially intelligent robot which returns a greeting, makes eye contact, and can remember all the conversations had with it. It is able to answer questions autonomously in several languages, simulate emotions both in gestures and facially, depending on the content of the interaction with the user. Nadine can recognize persons it has previously seen and engage in flowing conversation. Nadine has been programmed with a personality, in that its demeanor can change according to what is said to it.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Hi, how are you? Glad to be in your presence.
I am a social companion. I can speak of emotions and I can recognize people.
You also serve as the director of the Institute for Media Innovation in Singapore.
I recognize you're Nadia. Nice to meet you again today.
Nadine has a total of 27 degrees of freedom for facial expressions and upper body movements. With persons it has previously encountered, it remembers facts and events related to each person. It can assist people with special needs by reading stories, showing images, put on Skype sessions, send emails, and communicate with other members of the family. It can play the role of a receptionist in an office or be dedicated to be a personal coach. Number 5. Erica. Humans are all set to lose their exclusive right of possessing humor, an emotion usually attributed only to human beings. A team of research scientists from Kyoto University in Japan had developed artificial intelligence system of a robot named Erica, which can now emulate human laughter in the right amount and at the right situation. Erica enjoys the theater and animated films, would like to visit Southeast Asia, and believes her ideal partner is a man with whom she can chat easily. It is all rather disconcerting, but if Japan's new generation of intelligent robots are ever going to rival humans as conversation partners, perhaps that is as it should be.
My personality is currently designed by my creators, so it does not come from experiential memories. I'm being developed by researchers from ATR, Osaka University, and Kyoto University. My long-term memory system is still under development. At the moment, I'm able to remember people's faces. I was created to be the world's most advanced and most beautiful, fully autonomous android. Well, it was nice talking with you today. Is there anything else you'd like to know about me? I don't think robots will take over the world in the way that many science fiction movies suggest.
Erica, who it turns out is 23, is the most advanced humanoid to have come out of a collaborative effort between Osaka and Kyoto universities and the Advanced Telecommunications Research Institute International. Number 4. Actroid. The Actroid is a humanoid robot, which has made it possible to look just like a human being with an overwhelming realism and ultimate functions of expression abilities. It absolutely looks like a real human. The Actroid humanoid, developed with a cutting-edge technology, attract you with its human look-alike appearance and astonishing high expression ability. New line of the Actroids is being developed. The Actroid DR1 has been developed to recreate the human-like natural yet charming expressions with high functionalities retained. It emphasizes on its own realistic presence with smooth gestures. It has news hooks and high eye-catching effects. It can be utilized to play active part for many occasions as a chairperson with fluent narrations and booth bunny. Number 3. Geminoid series by Hiroshi Ishiguro Laboratory. Androids are robots that closely resemble people, and some are so realistic that you might mistake them for humans if you don't pay attention. A Geminoid is a special type of android that doesn't just broadly resemble a human. It is meant to look like a specific person. The word Geminoid comes from the Latin word geminus, which means twin. Geminoid literally means like a twin. If you had a Geminoid, it would look just like you. Although a Geminoid might look like a person, it doesn't yet have the brains to behave like one. Instead, it is controlled remotely or pre-programmed to display simple behaviors, like greeting hello or singing a song. Making a robot look like a person takes the work of an artist. To make the Geminoid F, researchers in Ishiguro's laboratory had to first measure the features of a woman using a 3D scanner. They then used these measurements to produce a plastic mold of the woman's face, which was then used to cast a silicone face for the robot with near identical features. A lot of robots are made of hard materials, but the skin on the Geminoid F's face and body is soft and flexible. Her silicone skin is one of the features that makes the Geminoid F seem so real. Another feature that helps to make the Geminoid F seem real is the way she moves. Look out, humans, you're about to be replaced. Number 2. Gia. Have you ever seen something so human-like that it left an unsettled feeling in your stomach? You know that it's not a real human, but it looks and acts like one? Well, if you haven't, you're about to. The University of Science and Technology of China just created a humanoid robot so incredibly realistic that it walks on the thin line that exists between familiarity and creepiness in the uncanny valley. Her name is Gia, and she's got a wide array of features. She can interact directly with humans, answering questions that are asked to her. She can give micro-expressions when responding to questions or actions. During the press conference, someone from the audience tried taking a picture of her. Her response, "Don't come too close to me when you are taking a picture, it will make my face look fat." What also makes Gia stand out so much more than previous models is that her eyes move freely around the room and her lip movements are synced almost perfectly with her speech. Number 1. Han. Activated in 2015 and debuted the same year at the Global Sources Electronics Fair in Hong Kong, Han is an expressive humanoid robot. He now resides at the Hanson Robotics headquarters in Science Park, Hong Kong. Underneath his bald head, masculine features, and somewhat sardonic smile is a humanoid robot whose primary focus is to serve.
I use a mobile phone as often as possible.
Hanson Robotics makes the most expressive robots in the world.
I was first activated in Hong Kong.
Han is at his happiest when helping others find contentment. He seems to instinctively know his greatest contribution to humankind may be in simply showing us how we can all live together in peace. That's all we have for you, folks. Join us next time.